This tutorial will teach you about how to use the LearnUpon system. So the first thing you'll want to do is go to medcareurgentcare.learnupon.com, and it's going to take you to the sign-in page. You will use the email that was given to you to sign in, and then you'll use your password. Then you'll click sign in. If you ever want to change your password, you can do that through your account settings, which are located over here. Messages, if anybody has sent you any messages about any of the modules, you'll find that here. And then your dashboard is this screen that we're looking at here. So on the dashboard, you can customize that how you want to, but I have like the most important aspects that you'll need to see. Your messages that are right there in front of you, and then of course your courses. It'll show you the courses that you've been enrolled in, but feel free to enroll in some of the free enroll courses that won't show up here, but you can always find those under courses. And then also, if you click completed, you'll see any completed modules, and then you can print your certificate and view the details, all that. I'm going to go through a sample module today. So I'm going to go to courses, and I'm just going to hit preview, but you'll actually click launch whenever you see yours. So when you come to a module, first you'll see the course contents, which will be over here. This one just has one module, and that's through an Adobe Captivate file. Sometimes I'll add stuff like Prezi files, PDFs, Word documents. It just depends on what the module is about and what fits best with it. And then you'll see your course description. So this course is for med techs who require triage training. The objectives, it tells you what you should be able to do by the end of the module, and then your certificate. If you pass the course, then you'll get the certificate, which will have your name on it. You get up to 3 tries to get an 80% or above for each course. So you just click Start Course, and then click Start again. And it takes a while to load, but then you'll see your screen. So this is the main module. All of the components for the triage will be in this one module. Over here is the next button. So this will go to the next slide. Okay, this particular slide has a video. Most of the YouTubes will automatically play. So watch them, make sure that you watch the videos, especially because they'll usually summarize a lot of good information that's found later on in the presentation. Okay, we're going to click next again. Anytime you see red text and you're on a computer, you can put your mouse over the red text. You don't have to click on it. And you'll see one of the core values that that text relates to, because we always want to make sure that we associate what we're doing with those whys and with those core values. Also up here you have a notes section. In the notes section, it goes by slides. So what that means is when you put a note on slide 3, so if I put a note there and I go to the next slide, I'm not going to see this note. So I'd have to go through the training again to see on slide 3 what the note would be. You can change the background color. You can add a new note if you need to. You can delete this note, or you can click the original note button to make it go away. Okay, and again you have your forward button and your back button. So we're going to go forward. Sometimes if you have some of these interactive components, make sure you read the directions, which will be in white at the top left. So this one says each step has 3 components. Click the pictures below to learn more about them for the first 2 steps. So we're going to click and read. This will kind of help when you're trying to remember what the topic is or what the process is, and you want to remember it before you look at it. So it's kind of like a note card type of studying. Okay, this component is more like a role-playing game where you'll have a situation and you'll have to guess what to do next. So you would just think what it is in your head, and then you can click the reveal button and it will show you what that answer should have been. After each of these, it's going to give you a why. Why is it important? and it will tell you the reason why we're doing all these different steps of triage. So that's what these slides are. I'm just going to go through them. This is a drag and drop game, and this is very simple. You're just going to drag what the vital is with the vital example. So height and weight, 5'4", 130 pounds. Temperature, 101 degrees Fahrenheit. You have to be careful because if you don't get it where the blue part it makes it bigger, then you're going to accidentally drop it in the wrong one. When you finish all of them, you can click submit. It'll tell you that that's incorrect, and then it'll just tell you to move on. So this is just for practice. It's not necessarily going to be graded. It's another YouTube video. And usually if you see like a big white box, that's just a reminder about the previous slide. Okay, next, this is a accordion box. You will click the different things to show what's underneath. And for this particular one, when you see a speaker icon, that means that has audio. So for this one, it says listen to your guest. Click the buttons below to reveal what else you should ask the patient. Also, listen to the audio recordings and pay close attention to what Cindy says. And Cindy was our example from before from the reveal game. So if we click that, Cindy will tell us her chief complaint. If we press this one, you'll learn about her past medical history. Again, red text. Hover over it, you'll get a core value. And also it tells you what page you're on. That seems like a lot of them, but remember this will include your quiz. Your glossary is especially important. It'll go through some words that may have not been in the module previously, and it will cover some of the other ones that are very important, like chief complaint. So try to look through all of them. There's usually not that many, and see if you can remember those. When you get to the quiz introduction, you're going to put your first name, your last name. Your user ID will be your first initial and last name unless otherwise indicated. And your email will be the same one you log in with. And then submit. Now that will make sure that it goes to LearnUpon and make sure that it gets graded properly. Okay, this type of quiz item is a fill in the blank. So a 20-year-old female with no past medical history presents with a sore throat. So what test will you order? Well, I'm going to put in flu swab. And I'm correct. Okay, so you can click to continue. A 51-year-old male presents with a painful urination. And let's just say I'm wrong on this one. We'll say strep test. It will tell you that you're incorrect down here, but it will still make you continue. So we'll click to continue. And the reason why it does that is because it's graded this time, so it's not going to let you retry until you do the entire module over again. And all the other ones will be like multiple choice. So I'm just going to get these all wrong. So on this slide, it tells you the grade that you make. And for this one, there's a 92%. You can print your results, which will come up like that. But that's not your certificate, but you can definitely print your results if you want to. That way you have that for your records. Then you'll click next, and then post result. And then that will add that to the LearnUpon system. So let's go back to the dashboard. Once you actually finish a course, you can go to completed, and it will tell you all of the different aspects of your module. Okay, so this is an old one, but I took triple triage, completed, 100%. Now there will be some courses like for this one, Scribe Medical Decision Making, where it'll have multiple parts. This first part will be a Prezi. Let me explain how to use Prezi really quickly, and then that'll be the end of the module. Okay, so for Prezi, you just click Start Prezi. Takes a second to load. Then you'll press the play button, and the reason why you'll press the play button instead of the arrow is because it'll have audio associated with it sometimes, which you won't be able to hear this time, but when you actually do the module, you'll be able to hear it. Now you can always pause it and then control it yourself, because usually it will only allow it to stay up as long as the audio goes. So you can control that yourself so you can read and think about it a little longer. But then when you're done with the Prezi, it'll take you back to the way that it originally looked, which is like that. And so you'll know that you're done with it also. You won't be able to go past the 23rd slide. So when you're done with that, you can either click on the MDM quiz, or you can just go to next module. So always make sure you check and see if that's there. Because if you haven't done the quiz yet, then that means you haven't finished the module. That ends the tutorial on LearnUpon.